What up, Internet? I'm Young Guru, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program BAK, BAK. In the last episode, we launched 2 satellites and 1 probe into outer space in the hopes of gaining enough science to purchase. What did we purchase? Hopefully something worthwhile. Okay, nope, that was not it. Electricity? No. Aha. Mobile Processing Lab holds 2 crew members, a ladder, and a thermometer for more science. Now let's take a gander at what's going on. So we lost Jeb. He got flung out, I want to say, by the moon. And he is right there. Oh, that's not, well. Okay, so here's Jeb. If I remember correctly, he has no electricity. He has fuel. Is that fuel not, yeah, that fuel provides no electricity, so we can't spin him around. He's got no control. But I'm curious, if we set Kerbal as the target, or Kerbin, set as target, okay, so in 324 days there will be a close approach. So I think at that time we will execute a rescue mission. Let's see if we can do this correctly. How close are we talking about here? Separation 338,000 kilometers. Okay, so in the meantime, we won't be doing that on this mission today, I expect. We'll use the time to create some ships to land on Mun and maybe even Minmus. What do we want to use? Let's start. You know what? No, let's trash. No, we'll start with a brand new design. Before we do anything, this will be Mun Lander Mark 1. Okay, what are we taking with us? Mobile Processing Lab was developed to help increase the amount of science we're able to do in the field. Instead of needing to haul samples all the way back to Kerbin, the mobile lab will allow you to process the samples on site. This model is guaranteed to spontaneously combust less than previous models and also has the equipment necessary to clean out and restore functionality to inoperable experiments. Not bad. So I think we still want a Science Junior. Put you up there. Do we? Oh, that thing is enormous. I'll put you away for a second. What is the weight on this? 3.5. Okay, yeah. Much, much heavier than most things. We're gonna bring a goo pack. I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna prepare this. 2 goo packs, 1 on either side. We do want a thermometer. Oh wow, this thing is itty bitty. How do I zoom? There we go. I know how to play this game. I think we tack a thermometer, maybe. Oh, I lost my thermometer. What happened to you? Let's put the thermometer right on the back. There might be one floating about right up front. I think that's because we're mirroring, though. Singular thermometer. What else do we want on this? We're gonna want decouplers. I think that we might want. Do I have a fuselage? I thought I had a fuselage to basically stack things on. Also, what's the ladder look like? Let's get rid of this decoupler. Now comes the fun part. How do I rotate? That's not what I want. Let's try this one. No, did not want to do that. Okay. There we go. Spin that around. Get rid of that. Put a ladder. Okay, we gotta build that up. Do we want a battery pack? Right on top. We're gonna do a different type of parachute. It's a dual parachute. 2 radial shoots. It should help slow us down even more, and hopefully we can land with greater weight. I think we want lights as well. We'll keep that off for now. Slap a couple PV panels down. Keep ourselves gaining electricity. Okay, landing struts. I want 3 of them. We're gonna have to do this manually. Get rid of the goo for now. Stick with our standard. Whoop. Placement of these for landing back on Kerbin. It's a bit wonky because of the Science Junior. But that's okay. Do. That is somewhat ugly. Did I haven't put a thermometer on yet. I lost it, so we'll put that there. And then we want... Okay, now we put our decoupler down. And then we're gonna need... a fuel tank for getting off of the mun. Let's try a... Heard it. Nope, lost it. Try this bad boy. Doop. Okay. Which engine do we want? $215, 200, 50. Okay. Where are my ladders? Oh, this is looking like it might not work. I can't build off of that. Okay, we're gonna scrap that. Put a big old fuel tank down. Do same engine. And then down at the bottom of that. Oh, this could be just disastrous. So quite, whoa. Let's rotate you. So those four should. Oh, that's not my take. I'm struggling on this design. I'm not sure what I want to do. Okay, I'm hoping against all hope that this design will function correctly. Let's get our ladders going. Ooh, we don't need 4 of them, just 1. Not liking this at all. Let's try going back to that other design idea. Triple. Come on, attach. Oh, wow. These ladders are all here. Scrap them. Essentially, we need enough to get us off the moon and back to Kerbin. So I'm hoping this triple rocket can do the trick. Let's put these bad boys on. Where'd my decoupler go? And then we need another rocket for landing on the Mun. So we gotta repeat that stage. Oh boy. Where am I? Pull that aside for a moment. Put an RCS tank in there. So we're gonna want RCS boosters. Boom. Okay. There we go. Okay, 3 RCS tanks, or boosters. And I may be going overboard with this whole structure. We will see on that, though. Let's do... Decouplers on this. Put that in ups. Whoa. That in. It should. Maybe not. Okay, we're not going to do that. Get rid of these decouplers. Big old liquid engines. These big ones will get us to the Mun. Once we're in space, this one will land, this one will take us off. Now we just need to get into orbit. How would I do that? Let's try. Alright. Try something absolutely insane. This is probably not going to work. Let's get this lined up correctly. Essentially, on the outside of all of this, we're going to do 3 rockets. There's a good chance this is going to blow up. Or maybe it'll work so beautifully well. Okay, let's zoom that out. Holy Lord. This is more than likely not going to work. This is overly complex, I think. I'm probably going overboard. Should have done a single rocket in the middle, but... Okay, what's shooting off to begin with? Looks like solid fuel boosters. Those rockets... Let's try grabbing, lifting that up. Okay, the exterior rockets are going off. And being decoupled. Put all the decoupling in here. Okay, then the 3 exterior ones to get to the Mun. 3 interior ones. Oh boy. We're just gonna have to try this. Also, let's slap this on. Lower it down a bit. Oh boy. There's this is probably not gonna work. But let us give it a shot. We're gonna be losing a Kerbin. Oh my god. This is sinfully ugly. Let's get out here, get our equipment going. Stage only. Turn on our control. And in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. I probably should have strutted this up. I'm realizing right now it's spinning. Don't like that one bit. It's not blowing up though, it is just horrifically ugly. But we're going pretty much straight up, which is insane. This should not be working. We've rotated about 45 degrees. Kick on these rockets. They're obviously not, what's it called? Attached too solidly. Let's see if we can actually get to our gravity roll. Oh, we are spinning like crazy though. Not liking that in the least. Fight the spin. You'd end up with a kind of a wonky orbit, but we're staying close to east, which is all we can hope for. Oh, no, no, don't spin out of control. Get back on target. That we are spinning like crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, we do not have enough control on this thing. Okay. Our control is back. We are burning through this fuel. This is probably not going to be enough to get us to the Mun, judging by how much fuel we have so far, but you never know. You never know with science. All right, this design, we're already on our landing phase, essentially. That's not gonna work. We are gonna bring this back. Oh no, I detached it. Oh, son of a, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well, might as well Science Junior this. That was a shot mission. Get rid of that. I don't think the goo is going to give us anything, right? Goo, given a bit. We must have never looked at the goo at that exact level. So I'm gonna time warp this, and we're just gonna land back down on the planet because I successfully detached pretty much everything. We can look at these new parachutes though. See what a radial chute looks like. Approaching 40,000 meters. 30, 20. Let's slow down that zoom. And it looks like we're going to crash land into the water, judging by what is around us. Wait until we're about, I don't know, 5,000 meters probably. And we'll go back to the drawing board on designing our ship. What is our speed? We're still losing speed. Just due to drag. Okay, that's good. That means there's less of a need to hit these parachutes early. Let them out. 2 parachutes at once. So use the radial chutes when you need a ton of stopping power in an atmosphere. We'll see if these legs do anything to protect the sides, Junior, as we crash land in the water. Probably not. Let's recover the vessel, though. See what happened. Ah, nice. That did work. Okay, we have 71. What are these things costing? Those are all 90, 160. Back to the drawing board. Let's call you Mark 2. We're just scrapping everything, because that's, ooh, what a disaster. So this actually wasn't, if we hadn't run out of fuel, that would have done pretty well to get us where we needed to go. So let's try bigger tanks. Actually, no. I want to keep that the way it was. This is just going to be a very tall rocket. Whoop, come back. Let's get our... how big is this reaction wheel, actually? Okay. Stacked decoupler. Liquid fuel tanks. Let's see. What about you? What is the difference between these? It looks like almost nothing. It has a little more thrust. Get my decoupler. Whoop. Solid fuel booster. Let's strut this up. Should hopefully provide some stability. Okay, yeah. I think we're gonna kick off all our rockets at once. Drop the outer ones. Drop the tall ones. Okay, let's see if this one works. Oh, you know what we don't have, though? Landing struts on the lower structure. Okay, that's our takeoff engine. These are our landing. Question is, do we need more? Should be plenty of landing gear for the Mun. And I'm not sure where that thrust needs to be compared to here, but let's give it a shot. Round 2. When in doubt, add more fuel. Stage only. Where are we taking off from? Right there. And in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Oh god, we should have tied these together in the middle. Oh, that's a lot of wobbling. And those solid fuel boosters do not seem like it's enough to actually lift us off. You know what? We're reverting this before this goes any further. Let's do strut from here to there. Oh, that didn't copy. Let's remove that strut. Boo to there. Let's go up a level. Here to there. Copy it on all sides. And we'll go from there to there. And once more from down here to over there. Should give it some better stability. It won't tear itself apart as it's trying to lift off. Let's go here. Stage only, come on. Stability control. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Oh, much better. Nothing's wobbling about. Gotta reduce our liquid fuel, try to save some of that for once we're actually up in the air moving about. Oh, we're losing speed without those going. Oh, that's okay. We do need those. It's a heavy rocket. I guess that's to be expected. Now the question is, hopefully these are the correct ones. It looks like it. Tilting a bit more than I want. Let's get ourselves back up to straight. We are not gaining much speed at all. Okay, 10,000 meters. Start pulling over to the right. At a southward drift just kind of induced from the takeoff. But we're pulling it to the east. Wow, that is not climbing at all. Okay, this design is going to need some evaluation. So we're not getting all that much height. This stage seems to be doing pretty well. Other than the fact that it doesn't have that much fuel. So I'm going to take the opportunity here to see if we can hit a target. That target being the Kerbal Space Center. All right. Let us see if we can actually hit the Kerbal Space Center. We're already drifting away from it, which is not a good sign. So I'm seeing we have to estimate how far forward it's gonna drift. Let's push that out a bit. Okay. Get in here. Don't have great control over this thing. But the goal is to hit the Space Center. Oh no. We are out of fuel. Get rid of that. So our RCS thrusters doing much? Not much of anything. This feels like it's been a failed set of experiments. Let's get a crew report at least. Keep the data. Run the Science Junior. Run the Goose. That Goose probably not going to give us anything at all. Point 4 science. So the question is this going to pull up in time to land on the ground at the Space Center? And look at it, we can see it. It's right there. We're going to miss though. We got to hit the water. Oh, so close to missing it though. To actually landing on land. We might actually hit land. The little RCS thruster that could. That's delightful. Let us kick out these parachutes, get our gear out. And look at that. Actually gonna land on land. Boop. Success. A little bit extra science there. Okay, now we gotta contemplate how to actually build this ship that's gonna get to the Mun and actually land on it. Okay. Take that title. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna load up our Mun orbiter. Load. Alright, we can see what we can do. That was Minmus. That's okay, we'll build off of that one. Okay, so we got 4 solid fuel boosters getting us up. Okay, then we got these 3 to get us out. Okay. I wonder if we just go from there, add a bit more fuel, do one more, tack that on. I'm going to put some landing struts by 3. And the other thing we want to do is grab that. See if we can spin it. That doesn't quite. Nope, I don't like that concept at all. Put you back. Okay, yeah, we're not going to put any ladder on this. We're just going to use Kerbin's, the astronauts' built-in jetpack. We got lights for the landing gear. Let's see how this works. And if this doesn't work, then I guess this is a failed episode. But this should hopefully be enough to get us to the moon. I'm not sure. The question is, will we have enough to get off the moon and back, or the Mun? We will see. Liftoff in 3, 2, 1, go. So the benefit of this is I know this design, other than this extra fuel tank, gets us to Minmus. That means it should get us at least to the Mun. Is it light enough to land? Is it stable enough to land? Okay, I've got one more idea that popped into mind. Mun LKO Kerbal Space Probe. It should be. Is this what I think it is? Yep. Gonna recover that. We might get a little science from it. Boom, 106. That's delightful. Okay, I have a concept of using that light rocket to get to the Mun and then burying underneath it a stronger rocket for landing and taking off from the Mun. 106 science will let me get, what is this, a solid fuel booster? Well, Rocco Max. Oh, I might want this actually. This is heavy duty lifting. That might be the way to go. What do we got here? Small Rocco Max. Structural fuselage. Rocco Max decoupler and adapter. A second type of adapter. A new detachable strut. This is all for building airplanes. Here. Another probe. Stabilizer fin. Delta Deluxe winglet. What do I get with this actually? What type of wings do I get? Tail fin. Swept wings. I want a gear bay. Oh yeah, if I start building without gear bays, I'm gonna have to probably, unless I have wheels somewhere here. What are you, winglet? I'll be stuck doing vertical takeoffs. Yeah, I'll be stuck with vertical takeoffs for now. So I think I'm gonna get the Rocco Max. What did you open up? 2,000 thrust. Liquid fuel booster. The mainsail 1500. A jumbo fuel tank. Okay. I gotta ignore all that though, and get rid of that landing gear. Get rid of those lights. Oop. 2 fuel tanks there. One more fuel tank here. And we gotta put... Oh, whoa, that's a Rockomax. That's a tiny, tiny engine. Okay. Put my landing struts. 3 of you there. And, what else did I want to add here? I want my illuminators. Where's my stack decoupler? Oop, let's lift you up. D. I am gonna want... Nope, not... I do want a thermometer and a liquid goo tank. You know, maybe I put the liquid goo down here in triplicate to match what's below, and we transmit that. That might be the way to go. Okay, we're on to our first Mark IV, if I'm not mistaken. And we will launch better than we did last time. I believe I turned into my gravity roll a wee bit early. Get our resources, stage only. That's a big old rocket. We just keep growing and growing. And in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Ooh. Revert to vehicle assembly. I screwed up this design somewhat. So we should have these 3 there. Alright, solid fuel, kick this on, drop those off. That one. Aha. Whoa, something is screwed up here. What are you, and what are you? Okay, so that's there. Oh, that is my problem. Let's add another stage. Drop those 3 in there. There. We leave the name the same because that appeared to be purely a staging issue. We dropped off our lower engine in favor of our higher engine. So let's fix that in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. All right, I got one more theory, and if this one doesn't work, then, oh God, come back. Let's pull that out of the way, get rid of this pony engine, and put in, okay, you had a 50 thrust. Put in a larger engine. Keep everything else the same. Put you there. Actually no. We're gonna do something very different here. I just realized that we have this. We have external fuel ducts. So what we're gonna do... nope. How do I undo? I gotta take this... Oh boy. I gotta feed the fuel from here into the... Oh, we don't have... Oh God, come back. Put our triple on. So we're gonna... Let's get a demo something completely and totally different. But what we're doing is taking fuel from the outside tanks. That should work. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is turn on these 3 side fuel boosters as well as the center one. Nice. But these 3 sets of outside tanks are gonna feed the interior. So that gets us 4 engines running. But this central tube will never, or will lose a lot less fuel. And then when we decouple this, we'll be left with the 1 central tank. So that should give us better thrust. And that is a legitimate change. So we're going to make this the Munlander Mark V. And if this one doesn't work, the episode's ending and we're scrapping this video and chalking it up to incremental science from experiments that give us 5 science apiece or less, which is pretty much what we've been getting. So hopefully this will work though. I feel confident that it will provide some benefit to our launch. And in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. So now the question becomes, do we have enough fuel to actually land this bad boy? Do. So we see we're coming in straight down, but we'll land on its side facing Kerbin. So, we're just gonna kick this into fast forward. Where is the Mun? There you are. Let's zoom in. We are not falling fast. Only 76 meters per second. Here's our orbital speed. We want surface speed though. That's what's relevant when landing. Oh boy. Okay, so when you're landing, you want the ball to say surface, not orbit. And essentially, you want to push your retrograde to be straight up, which is at the top of the blue section of the ball. And to do that, you basically put your direction just outside of the circle, and it'll push it away from you. So now the question becomes, do I have enough fuel to pull off a landing? There is a good chance I don't. We're at 240,000 meters. Got a little warp going on to speed up our downward motion. We're under 100,000, but we're falling at 600 meters per second. So the problem is, if I kick this in too early, I will run out of fuel before we reach the surface. But if I wait too long, I won't have enough thrust to fight off the force of gravity. This is probably something I should practice a little more to figure out exactly what the right kind of timing is. Let's lower the bottom stage of my legs. So yeah, I'm thinking there's a greater than 0% chance that I don't have enough fuel to deal with this landing. Kick our lights on. I think that, let's see, yeah, lights are on. There's our planet. Okay, it kind of warps. I guess we got a fisheye view. See, it's not a circle anymore. So it doesn't take much fuel to start decreasing our speed, but we only have 75 units of fuel. This is going to be... Where are we? We're 20,000 meters up. As you can see, we're outside of our nav circle at this little retrograde. We're going to do a full burn. We're going to run out of fuel. I can feel it already. And we have run out of fuel, which means gravity is going to take over. Let's observe. Transmit. Yes. Observe. Transmit. Observe. Transmit. And we're going to crash in righteous fury. Parachutes don't work on the Mun because there is no atmosphere there. Oh, devastating. We will go back to the Space Center with that crashed landing. We had the right approach. If we had a little more fuel, we would have been successful, I believe. And we're left with 38 science. So we're getting there. We're getting close to being able to get to the Mun. I'm going to do a little investigation over the next few days, figure out what is needed to actually get to the Mun and land and take back off and get back to Kerbin. And let's see, how many more days does our buddy Jebediah have until we Kerbin? Still have 320 days, so we have some time to stage a rescue mission for our dear friend Jebediah Kerbin. You know what? Let's send this bad boy on EVA at least. Get him. Boom, 88 science. Yeah, we're gonna transmit that. Nope. Okay. EVA, cancel, review report. Keep it. Store the experiment. So that's something I learned from watching a few Scott Manley videos. You can, grab, oh no, come on, Jeb. You can, okay, slow down your speed, slow your roll. What was I saying? You can do an EVA and then store it. And then take another EVA to get even more science. Oh, maybe not. Okay, maybe I lied there. I'll have to rewatch those videos. Let's get a crew report, though. It's another 55 science. I should have put an antenna on this bad boy. Okay, so whenever we collect Jeb, we're going to get a ton of science. But for now, we will return to the Space Center. And hopefully next time we'll actually have some success in our missions. I think we're approaching a successful ship design, but we need a little more work. So I'm going to take the week to do some investigation, watch some tutorials, see what I'm doing wrong, try to garner some tips to making better spaceships. And from there, we'll land on the Mun, we'll land on Minmus, and then finally, we will rescue Jeb. So we can't abandon our #1 Kerbal Spaceman. But until then, I'm Young Guru. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.